A very good morning, children. Today, this video is on chapter 2, Major Landforms, part 2. You can refer to your textbook from page number 19, okay? Now, today I'm going to discuss the topic how landforms are formed from, okay? You can refer to your book from line number 12, okay? So, before starting this chapter, okay, we have to know that last time, okay, we felt an earthquake. We felt an earthquake, and you felt that the land was moving. This movement, okay, you found on the earth, okay, due to earthquake, is basically due to internal forces. Internal forces. Internal forces means, okay, which happens inside the earth, okay. And children, you will be amazed to know that the ground on which you are standing right now, okay, is always slowly moving. Is always slowly moving. Are you getting my point? Always. Just now also I am standing, but you cannot feel the ground is moving or not. But it is actually slowly moving all the time. And this slow movement is happening inside the earth. Inside the earth, okay, and this movement is a continuous movement. This movement is a continuous movement, okay, continuously it is moving. Are you getting my point? Due to what? Because last time I told you in the previous chapter when I was teaching you anticline and syncline, do you remember? Okay, at the time I told you the crust of the earth, okay, the outer surface of the earth is not made of continuous layer. It is not made of continuous layer, okay, or land. It is not made of continuous land, okay. Instead, it is made of several lands or several pieces of lands called plates. I told you last time our land is made of plates. How many plates were there? 15 plates, okay. Now I am not talking about the plate that where you have food. Are you getting my point? Our surface of the earth on which we build our houses, etc., or okay, where we build roads, etc., this land is not, okay, a continuous land. It is broken into parts, and these parts are called what? Plates. How many plates are there? 15 plates, okay. Now these are the plates where you find all the continents. Continents means what? Land, okay, and all the oceans, that is water bodies. Last time only I told you what is landmass and water bodies. Landmass means land, and land means continents. Continents means countries on which you are living. There are many countries here. India, Asia, Europe, North America, South America, Australia. Are you getting my point? Africa. Are you getting my point or not? So we are talking about those continents. They are called continents. But what are water bodies? Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean, Southern Ocean, Indian Ocean. These are water bodies. Water bodies also comes into okay, category of rivers also. It comes into lakes also. Lakes are also water, no? Lakes also have got water or not? Are you getting my point? So all these lands, because if you see inside the ocean also you have land. Are you getting my point? Our earth is made of land. Actually, it is made of land. Actually, it is made of land. Okay. So 100% it is made of land. 100% it is made of land. But one thing I want to tell you, how much land is covered by water? How much land is covered by water? Okay. 71% is covered by water. Are you getting my point? 29% is covered by land. And if you add this number, how much you get? 100. Are you getting my point? Inside the ocean, if you go inside the ocean also you find lands or not? If you basically go for a swimming in the river also you find land beneath the rivers. Isn't that so? So actually our earth is made of land, but the land which is covered by water is called water bodies. Are you getting my point? So these plates, the land is divided into plates. The land is divided into plates like a football, okay? Like a football we have, okay? It is divided into plates, which holds all the continents and all the water bodies together, okay? Which holds all the land and water together on the earth, okay? There are around 15 plates. There are around 15 plates, P-L-A-T-E-S, plates. And these plates are called what? Tectonic plates. Tectonic plates. They are called what? Tectonic plates, okay? And these tectonic plates are found where? On the ground. On the ground on which we are standing. Are you understanding? So this is the surface of the earth which is made of plates, okay? Now, why does these plates move? These plates move because, okay, this is crust. The outer surface of the earth is called crust. Isn't that so? The inner surface is called what? Mantle, M-A-N-T-L-E, mantle. And this might be the, okay, crust, mantle, okay. Then what we have? Core. Now there are two types of mantle, inner mantle and outer mantle. The mantle which is found near the surface of the earth is in a liquid state. It is found in a liquid state, semi-liquid state. So when the liquid moves, the land also moves. Are you getting my point? So these plates basically move here and there, okay? The movement of this plate is the result of internal forces. So when the plates basically move here and there, when these plates move here and there, this movement is basically due to internal forces. This is due to what? Internal forces. I-N-T-E-R-N-A-L. Internal forces. F-O-R-C-E-S, forces. Now what are internal forces? They are also called by another name. They are also called by another name, okay? They are known as or E-N-D-O-G-E-N-I-C, endogenic forces. Turn the page to page number 120. You will find, okay, at the bottom here, you will find the name of these endogenic forces. Can you see the name? Underline that name. It is known as endogenic forces. Getting my point? In page number 20, you can see here. Are you getting my point? Now let's turn the page to page number 19 only, okay? So on the earth, we have two types of forces. On the earth, we have two types of forces. One force is internal force. The first one is internal force, okay? The second one is external force. E-X-T-E-R-N-A-L, external force. F-O-R-C-E, force. Now, external force are also called by another name. They are called as exogenous. E-X-O-G-E-N, exogenic or exogenous forces. You can turn the page, you can see the name also. Again, the same thing, you can see. Okay? These two forces, if you see, number 1 and number 2. These are the forces which makes land. Different types of land. So, what varieties of land do you see outside? You see hills, you see mountains, you see plains, you see valleys, you see plateaus also. You have seen plateaus. Have you seen plateaus in the books? Have you seen the picture plateaus? Yeah. Have you seen hill? Yeah. Have you seen mountains? These are all made by these two forces. These are called external and internal forces. Are you getting my point? So, now I am coming to the internal force. Okay, turn the page. Page number 120. Okay. Now I am going to rub this one. This is the same topic which I am discussing. Okay. Now, both internal and external forces makes land. Are you understanding? Both internal and external forces makes land. Remember this. Please look at the board, okay? Both internal and external forces makes land. Keep that in mind. Are you understanding? Keep that in mind, okay? Now, these internal forces, for the first one, the internal forces, okay? Number one point you have to remember. How it makes land, I will show you later on. Okay? This internal forces tries to make land. But they make the land irregular in shape. Irregular in shape. Now what is irregular? Ubber khabar. Rough. Like let's take for example, okay, we are talking about convergent movement. We are talking about divergent movement, which I taught you in the last class. Do you remember? Convergent movement, divergent movement, transform movement. Do you remember? So this convergent movement, divergent movement as well as transform movement comes in the internal forces. Are you understanding? When the two lands are coming towards each other, what happens? A mountain is formed. A mountain is formed. And I showed you with the help of a model last time, no? Do you remember? Yeah? When the two lands are coming towards each other, this is known as convergent movement. Yeah? They make landforms. This landform created is known as fold mountains. But when they are going apart from each other, they make block mountains and rift valley, which I taught you in the class. Do you remember or not? Okay. So, now when they make fold mountains, these fold mountains are irregular in shape. These fold mountains are irregular in shape. Okay, like this kind of, okay, irregular, rough. Okay, rough in shape. Okay, these fold mountains are rough in shape, and these are created. These fold mountains are created. What is a fold mountain? Fold mountain means mountains which is covered by ice. So I am talking about mountains which is covered by ice. Now there are two types of fold mountains. One is old fold mountains and one is young fold mountains, which we will study later on. Okay. But here we are studying about young fold mountains, which is the tip of the mountain is basically pointed. Now look at this mountain. It is rough in shape. Okay. This is caused by which movement? This is caused by convergent movement. Convergent movement. Okay. So I am writing move one. So convergent movement means your arrows are like this, which I taught you last time, which I showed you on the board also. Yeah. Do you remember? So internal forces makes land, but they make the land very, very roughly. They make the picture of the land very, very roughly. Okay? To make the land smooth, which force plays a vital part? This is known as external force. External force. Now, let's take for example, if you wave your hand, what do you feel? Wind. This is called air that is found in the atmosphere. Outside you find, okay, rays of the sun. Isn't that so? You find sunshine or not outside? Yeah. Sun plays a vital part, then wind plays a vital part, then water plays a vital part. Now water. Remember, when you are washing your clothes also, your clothes which are new gets faded away after you wash for a very long time. Yeah? If you have a new cloth, like let's take for example my t-shirt. This is new. But if I keep on washing after washing, okay, I wash this time, then the next time if this cloth gets dirty, then again I wash it, no? What happens? The water plays a vital part in fading the color of the clothes. And even the sunshine and even the wind, because it dries the cloth. Isn't that so? So what are external forces? These external forces are wind, water, okay, and okay, sunshine, okay, basically plays a vital part in, okay, shaping the land. In shaping the land. Remember that. In shaping the land. So, the irregular or rough shape of the land is basically when the wind basically continuously hits this mountain, or when there is rainfall continuously, what happens is the irregular shape of the land is made smooth by the wind, water, etc. This is known as external forces. The internal forces makes the land, but the external forces beautifies the land. Are you understanding? Makes the land beautiful in shape. Are you understanding? So let's read this one, okay? From the book only. On the surface of the earth, many internal and external forces are constantly in action. Always they are trying to make lands. The internal forces tries to make and produce land, but they are irregular in shape. Are you understanding? So internal forces actually makes land, but they are rough in shape. While the external forces are always busy in making the land which is made by the internal forces, which is made by the land which is rough land, into smooth land. So external forces actually beautifies the land which is made rough by the internal forces. Are you getting my point? So both the forces work together and simultaneously. So once the internal forces makes the land, external forces plays the part of making the land very, very beautiful. Are you understanding? So the result of the action is the ever-changing, means face of the earth, the continuous making of the land. This continuous making of the land is a process which is a long process. It takes millions and millions of years to make a mountain, or a plateau, or a valley, or a what we call gorges, etc., or plains, etc. Due to these forces, many landforms like mountains are made. Fold mountains, block mountains are made, volcanic mountains are made, residual mountains are made, valleys are made, we said valley, you said valleys are made, plateaus are made, and plains are made by these two forces. So which forces beautify the land? This external force beautify the land, makes the land very, very smooth in shape, whereas internal forces makes the land but rough in shape. Are you getting my point? The forces which forms these landforms can be categorized broadly into two categories. Underline this one, please underline this one in your book. Internal forces or endogenic forces. External forces or exogenic forces. Underline in your book, Okay. So this much for today. In the next class I'll be doing separately the endogenic force and exogenic force in detail. Thank you for listening.